Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And as always, let's jump right into it. This is a weekly watch list for December 7th, 2020. Well, the year's almost over and we only have another couple weeks, and it looks like the stock market gods are like, hey, how much higher can we push this thing during a crazy year? So, where nothing makes sense. The economy is totally disconnected with what's going on in the overall stock market. But with that being said, who cares? The markets can do what the market does. So let's jump right into it with the S&P E-mini futures. We drew these fib extension lines from this low to this high, this leg of the move, right? All sideways action. We're starting to break out, went to the 127. Okay, that's where we closed. This coming week, is the market going to fall this week? I do not think so. I think we still have more upside going into next week, but the week after that, I think is when the market starts to pull back. So I think this week I would not be surprised to see us get up to 3750 to even 3800. Who knows? It's a kind of we're going into the end of the year, but you're going to see a lot of profit taking potentially for tax reasons over the next couple weeks, I believe, and we will see what happens. But as far as everything else, the market does look bullish, but there is a couple things. If we look from here to these highs right here, here to here on the RSI, we do have divergence. As the market's going higher, the momentum is slowing down. We need a little bit, we're starting to get a little bit of excess to the upside, but we'll see if it actually completes it. And that's why I kind of think the markets can go higher this week, and then maybe the following week we actually have the kind of a pullback of maybe 5 or maybe even 10%. It would, I mean, we're only talking a 10% pullback here would be 300 and maybe 60 points, right? 370, which would literally leave us right here at this lower trend line. That this is what the whole pullback would be. So just think, kind of carry all that forward. Let's take a look at SPY. And SPY, kind of same exact thing. We have our different fib extensions, right? On SPY, we're right at the 127. Watch the 1618 and then the 200 at the 384 level, and then the 200 is 400, give or take. Again, a little bit of excess to the upside. So I would love to see a kind of a big push to the upside and then a pullback. So next, let's take a look at crude oil. Crude oil, we talked about last week. Watch for this gap fill. Last week, I said we can either go up or down. It tried to go up, it tried to come down, and then ended up higher for the week. I still like this 49 level for the gap fill from all the way back in March. So I think that is the ultimate target. I think that's where crude oil wants to go. And I believe if the stock market is still bullish this week, up up to that level, crude oil will probably get dragged up there. So I'm still bullish on crude oil. Gold, GLD. So if you've been watching these for a long time, I've been telling you, I love this 50% level. Price kind of came down, right? We fell, right, dipped our, went to the 200, had a quick little bounce, fail, reversed, and then came right back up, and we're right back at that 38%. I actually think this is starting to get bullish. From 165 to 172, not a bad move if you were able to catch that. You had to be quick on that day and just kind of hold your nose and buy. but the trade would have worked out really good for you. I actually watch this level right here, right where we're at, right? Old support becomes new resistance. If we could break above and close above the 50 period moving average, I think this thing might keep going. And remember, I said I think the market's going to roll over probably in the next week to 2 weeks, potentially. This might be a perfect setup for a massive bull flag with a breakout, meaning if the market falls, this might go higher. So just a couple things to watch. Um, Bitcoin slash BTC, real quick. Bitcoin kind of had this pullback. I think I was talking about the pullback a while back. It was a quick pullback, made new highs, but look at the divergence we have right here. Okay, very, very interesting. Also with the kind of higher lows, the reverse waterfall. Today we broke it, okay, on Friday. Hey, maybe this thing starts to pull back with that divergence, right? You had the kickback right back up to this level. You guys watch how I trade the E-mini futures, the ESs. I look for divergence with a kickback. Here was your kickback right to the body, right? Came up to it and reversed. So I'm actually going to be bearish on Bitcoin unless something happens this coming week, just based on the market is bearish on the daily bars. Next, Apple. Okay, Apple, dead money. I've been saying this for a long time. Dead money ever since we kind of broke out, did the split, kind of fell back. I said we were going to have dead money. Now, with that being said, I actually think on any pullbacks you could get long going into earnings in January. I think that might be a good long going out into earnings. So on Apple, I think they're going to smash it this year just with the stay-home trade, everything, the new iPhone upgrade cycle, the all the AT&Ts and Verizons and T-Mobiles pretty much taking subsidizing the cost of it. We'll put it this way: I have an iPhone XS, iPhone 10. They're going to give me $500 for it, so I can upgrade to the iPhone 12 for essentially $300, which is only $800. So we'll see. Bullish on any pullbacks in Apple, and then finally Tesla. Tesla. Um, I got my buddy Shay. He hates Tesla. He doesn't know why it's going up anymore. Listen, none of us do, but the trend is definitely higher. A low, a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, that's all you have to look at. But I do think if this coincides with the next couple weeks with the market rolling over, I think Tesla could see a very quick and hard drop, probably back down to this 200, maybe even fill this gap around, the 50 period moving average with a pullback, even down to this 400, 430, 450 level. Maybe I'll be a buyer for some more for a bounce down at those levels if we get the quick pullback. So keep your eyes open, stay nimble. And we're going into the end of the year, volumes kind of drying up a little bit. So that's also another reason why we might fall in the next week or two. But I think early in the week, we see the market go higher again, unless there's any type of news, bearing any news. And remember, none of this is recommendations. These are just my trade ideas. I'm just some guy on YouTube making videos of what I think the markets can do. So make sure you guys have your own plan of how to trade and all that. But these are what I think the markets can do over the next couple weeks. So I hope that helps. Also, watch the futures for Friday night, or sorry, going into Sunday. Again, no news. I think we're going to actually bounce higher. I think it's or kind of gap higher. The market just closed near the highs. I think this is one thing that the market might do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But until next time, we'll talk to you soon and have a good weekend. Thank you.